Welcome. My name is Eve. I like to read disturbing books and recommend them to you. I usually only read extreme horror, splatterpunk, the grimiest, the grittiest shit I can get my hands on, disgusting stuff. But recently I've kind of dipped my toes into a few dark, extreme horror romances, dark erotica. I don't know what the fuck these books are, but I'm kind of liking them. And I've tried this genre before and hated it. So I just want to quickly walk through the books that I liked and didn't like when it comes to exploring my dark erotica, dark romance girly vibes. But before we get started, like, comment, subscribe, leave me some recommendations of books that I need to try in this genre. The more fucked up, the better. Because, like I've said, I've tried a few and hated them. So, let's get into two books that I've tried in the genre that I really didn't fucking like them. Let me know if I should try to reread them, give them a second shot. I love a redemption arc, but I really didn't like them. The first book that I tried to read in this genre was Haunting Adeline. It's a thicker book, as we all know. So I got a physical copy and I tried to read it. Couldn't really get down with it, so I got a Audible credit and I used it on Haunting Adeline because sometimes the thicker books can seem a little, I don't know, intimidating. And so I was like, okay, I can listen to this while I'm at work and kind of zone out. No, that made it worse, in my opinion. Hearing them talk, I was just like, this is so fucking cringe. Like, I am getting secondhand embarrassment from just listening to this. I did not like it at all. I got about halfway through before I decided to DNF. I just thought that the main character, the guy or whatever, he was kind of irritating me because how are you going to be rescuing kids from being abused and then turn around and abuse this woman? Maybe I need to read further to understand the logic behind that. It just didn't sit right with me. The next book that I read in this genre that I thought I was going to love, but really didn't like, granted, I will admit, I only got maybe 50 pages into this book, is My Girl. Um, I don't know why I didn't like this. I feel like the writing was a little bad. Oh, I remember. I remember. My brother in Christ. I did not like that main character. The chick, Raven, was that her name? I don't remember. I did not like her. And I think that's what it was. I was like, okay, this guy seems crazy. I like what he's doing. That's disgusting. But the girl, I was like, shut up. However, that is one book that I get requested the most for a redemption arc in. I don't know though. I don't know. Did not like it. Maybe if there's like an audible version of it, I might be down with it. Who knows? But there was something about that book that was just rubbing me the wrong way. I did not like it. Here are some books that I've recently found in the genre that I fucking ate the fuck up, and I loved it. I loved every moment of it. Same author as My Girl, Morsel. I finished that. It's about this guy who's really into cannibalism and they make it very sexual, and he gets with an artist who wants to make an art piece about cannibalism and just like eating each other, and it was just disgusting and vile. He puts his peen in a cow heart. He's sucking on tampons. Like, I could not put it down though, because it's like a whole power struggle at the beginning of him trying to remain like the predator in this weird ass relationship, and her kind of overstepping his boundaries and like testing the waters and like poking the bear. And it was just so fun trying to watch him control himself and being in his head and his thought processes. I thought was so fascinating. Like, once I started this book, I could not put it down. I was staying up late, I was waking up early to read this book because it was so fascinating. And then when we realize one of them isn't into the game as much as the other, shit goes south fast. It gets really real, and it was sensual and it was bloody. I feel like the perfect balance. That book was amazing. And that's why I'm so on the fence of trying to give My Girl a second chance, because I really liked Morsel. And it's by the same author, but just because you like one book by the author doesn't mean you're going to like all of them. Now, the first story is called Because You're Mine, and it's by Christopher Triana. And we're following Shelby. She is a nurse, And she's a nurse and she likes to make her patients really sick. She injects them with just whatever the fuck she feels like injecting them with at that present time, just for shits and gigs, just to see, I wonder what this is going to do to them. Usually it kills them, sometimes it makes them really, really sick. Then we have Brian, who hates his fucking mom, and his mom just got admitted into the hospital. And he sees something behind Shelby's eyes, like something dark that he recognizes. And he's like, oh, I see you. I know what you're doing. I want a part of that. So he hires Shelby on to be a live in nurse, and she agrees. And once they realize that they both have something in common besides just fucking hating Brian's mom and wanting her dead, that's when things start getting bow chicka wow wow. I loved this book. I felt like Christopher Triana could write almost anything and I would eat it the fuck up. Like even the books that I thought I wasn't going to like by him, I've loved. This being one of them. I was so nervous about purchasing this book because I am not a dark romance girly. But these books are making me think maybe I am. Maybe I've entered my dark romance girly era. And I've always wanted to be a dark romance girly. Dude, they look like they're having so much fun on TikTok with their little masked men and their little, I don't know. What's that one trend that was going on where like the guy would put his arm up on the door and like lean in and the girl would be like, I don't fucking know. But they just look like they're having the time of their lives on that goddamn clock app. I want to be one of them. I want to have the time of my life on that goddamn clock app. Instead, I'm just reading about the most disgusting things ever, and that's all my brain wants. But these books are convincing me otherwise. The next book is called Color of Blood. This book was gorgeous. Immediately I was enthralled with the main character because his name is Void and he's an artist. And he is so fucking fascinating to me because he is able to see people's auras, like the color of their soul. He calls this the divine spectrum, and it's so fucking fascinating. He sees these colors and he wants to use them in his art, so he harvests them. And usually how he has to harvest them is by collecting that person's blood, their lifeline, their soul. Um, and he kills them. And one day he finds this girl who has a color like he has never seen before. And he is so fascinated by it. He knows that he needs to have it. So they end up talking, they end up meeting up, they end up hooking up. And when he goes to kill her, he can't. Like, he can't. If you read the story, you know what I'm talking about. And it was just so interesting. And it gets to a point where they're like together and she's like, you cannot harvest any like I can be the only one. That's what I am. I'm the only one. No more harvesting colors. And he can't control himself. And it's just so, oh my god, I loved this book so much. My recommendations for the dark romance girlies or dark erotica, extreme erotica, erotic horror, I don't know. If you have any recommendations for me, please let me know. I'm very curious to continue dipping my fingers into this genre. I had a fun time reading these. Like, comment, subscribe, all that shit, and I hope everyone has a great day.